Okay, so number one at running back, I have Trey Benson.
Okay.
Because James Conner can get injured quite a bit sometimes during the regular season. And I think Trey Benson's kind of like ready to go. You know, he's a big, violent runner, just like kind of like a pure running back style. And I think it works well for the Cardinals.
He's my number one as well. I just like the position that he's in better. I like James Conner. I think he had a solid season last year. I just think that there is room there for Benson to come in and steal some touches next year. And who knows if I think Connor's contract is winding down too. So who knows? Like Benson could be the starter if in not too long and not have that much competition behind him, depending on how you feel about like Amari DiMercato. So yeah, I just kind of like Benson's situation the most. So that's why I had him at number one.
He's my number one for both Dynasty and Redraft.
What you got, Dylan?
My number one is Jonathan Brooks.
Okay.
I went by draft capital spent. First running back drafted. The Panthers obviously have a plan for him. I know he's coming off like that injury, but I think he has equal value this year and in Dynasty. But I'm going by opportunity. I think he could, if he's healthy, he steps in and is probably starting running back day one. Yeah.
He probably ought to be.
Yeah, I think
he's my number two. I just looked up Jonathan Brooks on Football Reference, and it brought me to a 66-year-old named John Brooks. Jonathan Brooks, I like the situation he's in a little bit, but just not quite as much as Trey Benson. So he's my number two. I've never been a Miles Sanders guy. I've been a staunch Miles Sanders hater for several years now. Chuba is perfectly fine. I don't think he's anything special. In theory, if Jonathan Brooks just like performs up to his draft capital, I think he should easily be the best running back here. In a redraft, I don't know if I want to touch any of these fools this year. For a dynasty, though, Jonathan Brooks, I think, is an excellent pick. I think that could pay dividends like as soon as this year. I would say definitely next year, if not this year, though. So he just has more cooks in the kitchen, but they're not very good cooks. So yeah. I think he could move up in the pecking order very quickly. Like Dylan said, he could be the starter like week one. So I agree with that. He probably could be and probably should be. So Brooks is my number two. Kai, what you got?
Number two, I got Blake Corum.
Okay.
I like the talent. I do like the situation a little bit better. Kind of like what you were talking about last week. I don't expect Kyren Williams' excessive workload to continue.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Blake Corum is easily going to be the RB2 over there, over Boston Scott.
How is Corum's pass blocking? Does anyone know?
It's got to be.
That's like the main reason Kyren got like 98% of the snap percentage next year. So if Corum's not that good or like not up to par, there's still a chance that Kyren could get a very large majority just based on pass blocking alone.
I would say being a Harbaugh guy at Michigan with a good running offense, I imagine he's decent enough as a pass blocker if Harbaugh liked him.
Okay.
Anything can be coached.
True.
My number two is Trey Benson, and he is my 1B. Just being as like this year's value, I don't think he has as much value. If James Conner stays healthy for a full season, he's too much of a touchdown machine to take off the field. Now, in Dynasty, I think Trey Benson has a really good like opportunity to be the starting running back for the Cardinals in the coming years. But I could also see a guy like Trey Benson being a part of a three-headed monster 2 years from now because that's the way the NFL moves. So it's hard to project that, but like his athleticism gets him number two for me.
It's unpredictable.
It's very unpredictable.
It's definitely unpredictable.
There could be a guy I could have number 10 on my list could be the best running back.
I enjoyed that. Of the big three running backs, we all have a different combination of who we like the most. 1, 2, 3. That's cool. I thought we were gonna have the same, honestly. That's kind of cool. Everyone shared their two, right? So number three. My number three is Blake Corum. Yeah. Is the last member of the big three, like I just mentioned. The only reason I don't have him higher than the other two is Kyren Williams is really good. I really enjoyed watching Kyren Williams play football last year. I think he's going to get better in year two in that offense. So I mean, it's not his year two in the NFL, but it's year two starting in that offense. So I I don't know. I just think that's such a big hill for him to climb. Now, Kyron Williams did miss 4 games last year with an injury, so it is possible. We haven't seen him with a large workload over and over and over again. So maybe Kyron gets injured again next season, and it's Corum's time to shine, and maybe he takes off of that job and runs with it. No pun intended. So I don't know. I just think Kyron Williams is a mountain currently to get over, and I'm just not sure Blake Corum is going to be able to get over that mountain anytime soon. So that's the only reason that he's my third. I do like his talent a lot. Kai?
Number 3, I have Jonathan Brooks. Just, out of the big 3, he had to land somewhere. Don't like the situation, but we'll see. Maybe he does overtake it pretty easily.
Number 3, I have Blake Corum. Now, in the list of this, in the top 3, like, who do I think probably has the best, like, short-term value to be, like, the best running back on the list? It's probably Blake Corum, like, actual talent-wise. Like, he is a running back, right? But he is behind Kyron Williams. That's, like you said, like last year, the 98% snap counts, even with a guy like Blake Corum coming in, I don't see those dipping below 80 as an average for the season. Mm-hmm. He's just there to take a little bit of weight off Kyron, not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So going forward, Blake Corum could be the number 1 running back on this list just because his running chops. He's really good.
Don't forget, too, they drafted a rookie running back last year, and then when the time was right for him to play, they were like, no, we'll go sign a guy that hasn't played football in fucking 10 months, and we'd rather have him step in and play instead of this kid. So is it Sean McVay doesn't trust rookies? Is it they just made a mistake on Zach Evans, and they like Blake Corum more? Who knows? Rookie running backs could, there's a wide range of possibilities that this could go. So
if Sean McVay says you're not ready, you're probably not ready.
Mm-hmm. Damn straight.
It's damn straight, dude.
Number 4 for me is Marshawn Lloyd for the Packers. Honestly, he could have possibly been even higher than like 1 or 2 of the other guys, honestly, if he had gone to a better spot. I've watched some of his tape. I actually really like this kid. He's fast. He's strong. His one problem is he fumbles fucking constantly, dude. He has so many fumbles. I think he had like 11 fumbles last year. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. He's got to get that under control.
He's also a very weak pass blocker.
He is a very weak pass blocker. You're correct. Yeah. So I think those 2 things hurt him tremendously in the draft. I do like his talent a lot, though. Like if you watch him on plays where like he isn't fumbling the ball, he's fast and strong, dude. Like he looks like an NFL player out there. So I don't know. I personally like Marshawn Lloyd. It's the fumbles and it's the team that he went to is the only reason I think that he might be higher on this list for me if he had gone to a better situation. But like being stuck behind Josh Jacobs and AJ Dillon, there's a very good possibility that he doesn't see any playing time this year at all. So I do like him long term though, so that's why he's my 4th.
I think at best this year, I think I could see him beating AJ Dillon. But also on that note though too, he's my number 4 as well.
Okay.
I could see him beating out AJ Dillon fairly easily.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
the thing is, AJ Dillon's like the cockroach that doesn't go away, dude. Like he just like Matt LaFleur fucking loves this guy, dude. He's the best 2.2 yards per carry getter in NFL history, according to Matt LaFleur. I think so.
All Marshawn Lynn,
Marshawn Lynn,
Marshawn Lloyd,
Marshawn Lynn.
All he has to do is get 2.3 yards per carry. And like maybe a real NFL running backs coach gets their hands on him and teaches him how to carry a football. And if that's the case, then he immediately is the 2nd best running back in Green Bay. He's my number 4. He's my number 4.
Okay. We all got number 4.
Number 5 for me, Audric Estime, Broncos, Notre Dame running back. This guy is big and strong, but he's slow. he's like an old school running back, dude. He kind of reminds me a little bit, which is kind of funny because he's not nearly as big as the bus, but he kind of got like some Jerome Bettis to him, where he's just like kind of like a slow power back. I think Jerome Bettis went to Notre Dame as well, so maybe that's why that kind of came to mind. But I don't know. I could see Audric Estime not panning out at all, just because he's just not fast enough or whatever. I think he's pretty big though, man. And if he puts some extra like NFL pounds on too, he's gonna be tough to bring down. I think. So I don't know. I kind of just like the potential with his size. That's basically it. It would not shock me if he flamed out and he was out of the league in like 2 years. It wouldn't shock me if he turned into like a really good starting running back too. I could see several avenues where this kid goes down, but he's my number 5 personally.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 5, Kamani Vidal. I really love the talent on this guy. He's a smaller player, but he's very elusive. A lot stronger than you would imagine too. So he had the second most forced missed tackles in college last year with 94.
What school did he go to?
Troy.
Yeah.
He is a
what conference they play in.
I don't know, to be honest, but yeah,
he probably wasn't facing that many NFL players. Was he at Troy?
Yeah, I imagine not.
We on number 5.
Yeah. Number 5. But yeah, I mean, I think he's got some potential. He's a very strong physical type of runner. He's okay as a pass catcher. He was also 3rd in the country for his rushing grade through Pro Football Focus. Yeah. So
what team did he go to again?
Chargers. So
that's right.
I think there's a path for him.
There's a very clear path for him to, I guess, like, be the best running back on that team if someone's injured,
which could very well happen.
Yeah, they're known to do that. Yeah,
known to do that.
Well, no, I was saying like the 2 guys in front of him, especially.
That's what I mean. Yeah, they're known to do that.
And he's going to beat out Isaiah Spiller most likely.
So. Oh yeah,
probably. Yeah.
My number 5 is a guy named Ray Davis.
Oh, I like Ray Davis.
Buffalo Bills. He's a little bit older. He's a 24-year-old running back coming out of college. He's a little bit what?
I think you said 24-year-old running back.
24-year-old running back. Dude.
Yeah, you can't talk right now, dude. The milkshake got you.
The milkshake got me, dude. It got me gassy and sassy.
More Sean Lynn.
Some more Sean Lynn. So he's coming in and he's only basically competing with James Cook. Ty Johnson as well. Darrington Evans. But like Ty Johnson is a thorn in the side kind of guy. Like Ty Johnson is always
Darrington Evans sucks.
Yeah, Darrington Evans sucks. But Ty Johnson, basically, he's competing with Ty Johnson for the RB2 spot. And also, he could be the most powerful runner there in Buffalo now. Like he's just a guy, dude. He's just like he's a guy, but he has a good situation in Buffalo, I think. There's not a lot of competition.
I agree. I liked Ray Davis too. I don't have him on my list here, but I think if I would have made a list, he would be the next one. He would have been 7th probably. So you're right. He doesn't have too much competition. I think we all like James Cook a little bit, but there isn't too much else going on in that backfield. So I guess we'll see.
Between the tackles guy, dude, Ray Davis.
Number 6 for me is Bucky Davis. I like his.
You mean Bucky Irving?
Did I say? Yeah, Bucky Irving.
Yeah, you said
Bucky Davis.
Who the fuck is Bucky Davis? Did I just fucking Dylan myself, dude? Bucky Irving.
Bucky Davis.
I wrote Bucky Davis too. I was like so certain about it. Bucky Irving. I like him. I like his like instincts. He can hit a hole really well. The only problem is he's so small. He's such a tiny little guy. I don't know though, because sometimes tiny little guys work out in the NFL. It just kind of just depends on if you can adapt to the game. I think he could. I don't feel that confident about it, but I think he could. Like I could see him having like a third down back type of role, somewhere down the line. It's just he's so dang small, dude. I don't know, but I do like him as a player.
Bucky Irving. That's a great name.
Bucky Irving, yeah. Okay, so my number 6, another tiny guy, Dylan Laub. I think I said
that's
it right.
He went to the Raiders, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so bear with me here.
Okay.
Bigger, stronger, faster Danny Woodhead.
Okay. I'm with you. Keep talking.
So probably the best receiving back of the class, I personally believe. So I love those type of running backs for fantasy. I think he has a pretty good path to being like the second running back on the Raiders. I think there's a very good chance that they use him as that pass catching satellite back. So I like Dylan Laub.
I would say down the line for sure. I don't think he's going to overtake Amir Abdullah. The Raiders fucking love themselves some Amir Abdullah, dude. They
Dude, so
fucking
do I.
love Amir Abdullah. He's fine. He's a fine third down back.
How do you say that last name, by the way? Is it Laub? What do you guys think it is?
I have no idea. I thought it was Laub.
Laub.
Yeah,
Um,
I thought it was. I thought you said it correctly.
Okay.
I don't know though.
But yeah, I love the talent on this guy. I immediately saw Danny Woodhead, but he's faster, stronger, and I think he's a little bit taller too. So
I don't know enough about the guy. I didn't rank him. I've heard people say some good things about him. This is not the first time I've heard the Danny Woodhead comparison.
I mean,
So
he's my sleeper running back of this class for sure.
Okay.
one number 6, huh?
Mhm.
Yes.
Number 6 for me is Audric Estime. Just because he's 20 years old, he's a powerful runner,
Mhm.
and on the Broncos roster, dude, Javonte Williams has not been it. Javonte Williams has been slipping a little bit, dude.
Samaje wasn't very good last year either, honestly.
So he doesn't have that much of a hill to climb to actually be getting carries in Denver.
Mhm.
And we don't know, dude. Sean Payton might be like, that's actually my guy. I drafted him. He's starting.
Mhm.
He could have a starting running back role this year. Because Sean Payton didn't draft Javonte Williams, did he?
Nope.
No.
Nope. So Javonte might be out, dude.
Yeah.
We don't know. But give me Audric Estime for Dynasty as well, please.
For everything that you just said, Dylan, he's my number 7.
Love that.
Nice.
Yeah. So do we want to just go 7 through 10 real quick?
You two just roll on. I don't have any more running backs, so.
Okay, so I already said Audric Estime at 7. Number 8, I have Jalen Wright. Guys, that's another fast speed guy. I could really see him carving a path behind Devon Achane, because realistically, how much longer do we think that Raheem Mostert has left?
Everybody's talking bad today. You're welcome.
Can we just apologize to the entire NFL right this instant for our performance today? We're so sorry. We're coming up with some great nicknames, though.
Yes.
Bucky Davis and Marshawn Lynn is not going away from mine and Dylan's vernacular. I hope you know that. So, somebody called Patrick Mahomes Pat Jones one time in a group chat. We called Mahomes Pat Jones for like 3 years until he started winning Super Bowls constantly.
Pat Jones, dude. So all right, what's your you said 7 and 8?
Yeah, so and then number 9 I have Ray Davis, and then number 10 Bucky Irving.
By the way, the Cavs are up by 9.
There you go. I told you they
Nice.
Avalanche.
I told you.
All right, number 7. I have Jalen Wright. Like you said, for the same reasons. Like, how much time does Raheem Mostert have? Mustard.
I would say about 1 or 2 years. By the way, Mostert. Yeah. He's getting up there in age.
Number 8, I have Kamani Vidal. Just because the same reasons that Kai kind of said was he doesn't have that much competition for running backs going in. It only takes one guy to kind of go down, and J.K. Dobbins is not it. Number 9, I have a guy called Isaiah Davis.
Is that his actual name?
Isaiah Davis is his actual name.
Isaiah Irving?
He is the second running back drafted by the New York Jets this offseason. He was the leading rusher in the FCS for South Dakota State. He is smaller in stature, but he runs hard. He has patience. He beats people around the corner, and really reminds me of Matt Forte.
So you like Davis more than Braylon Allen?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a reason?
I saw the name. I'm like, why did the Jets draft 2 running backs? Why did they need 2 running backs? I'm like, I'm gonna look up the second guy they drafted, dude. I know he played in the FCS, but the guy is a well-rounded running back. He can beat you to the edge and around the corner. He has good balance to stay on the sidelines, and he has that Le'Veon Bell type patience in the between the tackles to where he can wait and hop cut and like be in the end zone or 7-8 yards down the field before you know it. Fairly fast on the field. The dude is just, I think he probably will take longer to develop, but I think he has the skills to be the RB2 behind, what's his name? What's the Jets running back's name? Breece Hall.
Breece Hall, yeah.
I think it'll be, I think he has that ability to be like a Tariq Cohen type back. to where you're just always going to want to put him on the field. But, you know. And then number 10 on my list is Bucky Davis. I think for the same reasons, the Bucks are probably going to want that RB2. You know, somebody that can be the third down back. And Rashid, was it Rashid? Who's White?
Rashad
White, right? Rashad White. He showed enough. He's a starter in Tampa Bay. So at best, I think Bucky Davis is going to be kind of like a scat back.
He was born to be a buck. Bucky?
He's Bucky, dude. Bucky the
that's right.
Buccaneer, dude. Wow.
Imagine if like Saquon Barkley's name was Eagly.
He loves chips. He likes to eat chips. Just give him a bag of chips.
Did you guys both finish your lists?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, mine's done. Yeah.
Okay.